I'll be going over question 12 from sample final A. So we're given probabilities that voters vote NDP, liberal, or conservative. So if we take a random sample of 2 voters, what is the probability that they voted for different parties? So for questions like these, I like to write out the sample space. So we have 2 voters, right? So 1 and 2, these are voters. So 1, 2. So let's write out each possibility. So N will be NDP, L will be liberal, and C will be conservative. So we can have either someone voting NDP, liberal, or we could have NDP and conservative. Let's move on to liberal next. So we could have liberal or NDP, or liberal and conservative. So the thing to note here is that order matters here. So that's why we count NL and LN. And then next, let's move on to conservative. So we can have conservative NDP or conservative and liberal. So we have 6 outcomes. So we need to sum up 6 different probabilities. So the probability that they vote 2 diff parties will be the probability that they vote NDP and liberal, plus the probability that they vote NDP and conservative, plus the probability that they vote liberal and NDP, and so forth. Now, to make a note here, since each of these outcomes are independent from another, the probability of their intersections will just be the product of the individual events or outcomes. So P, N, and L, so the probability that they vote NDP and liberal will just be the probability that they vote NDP multiplied by the probability that they vote liberal. So that will be equal to 40% multiplied by 35%. So 40% vote NDP and 35% vote liberal. So 25% vote conservative. So I'm writing this in the order that I wrote from the above. So summing up all their products, we get 65.5%, so 0.655 as the answer. So letter choice D.